Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Firsties. Before we get started with this episode, as always, thank you for everyone who's listening, watching, viewing, subscribing, doing all the things. I really do appreciate it. The inspiration about this episode is strictly due to all the engagement of the men on our Instagram. So I need all the females to come forward, to come to the front stage, please and thank you. We have Hermella here, familiar face. I think you're the most reoccurring female guest, which
really
it's giving co-host.
Ruth,
it's giving
I love
co-host.
it. Mila and Hermella.
And Mara.
Exactly.
We have Mara
I am
back
here too,
here.
but I'm going to be talking less.
She says that every episode.
But
you have good points, and I say that every episode. You have good points. So if you guys can tell from the title, we really want you to stand out in the comments. I really want to hear what's out there. We're going to get into how to lose a girl in 10 days and how to get a girl in 10 days. We did have some notes here, but we also were just thinking like, let's just press record, honestly, and see where this conversation goes, which is a little bit terrifying, but also amazing.
It's okay. We can do it.
So yeah. We'll definitely cut some stuff
Best
out.
matchmaker, so it's fine.
Yeah. And always, please go in the description, follow us, follow Hermella. She has great content, makeup, beauty, fashion. It's just chef's kiss. Truly, she gets awkward every time I talk about it.
I do, because I can't. How do I say it?
You're so talented. It's stupid.
Anyways,
we should do like a video together on like makeup and like.
I would love to. Can I do your makeup one day?
I would love that.
Okay,
oh my god, I would love that.
You're gonna come out like this. BBL.
I'm going to go next to you.
Huh?
Oh.
I'm busy then. Sorry.
Remember the only remember the mic.
Oh, yeah,
remember, okay. No, that's what I'm saying. So just hold the mic.
Just hold the mic.
We're already doing horrible 2 minutes in. Anyways, so would you like to start, or should we start with how to get a girl in 10 days, or how to get, or how to lose a girl in 10 days? Which one should we do first?
Let's be positive and start with how to get a girl first.
Okay.
You know? Okay. Get on the good side.
We're like, let's not have
I
them
agree.
click off really quick. Okay. So how to get a girl in 10 days. Now, really, we were just talking about this off camera. All of us, the 3 girls in this room, no overlap. We all have our own vibe. Other than like the real like deep stuff of like, you know, our faith and like all that stuff.
We don't
yeah,
overlap.
exactly. Yeah, which is why we're besties. Yeah. Do you want to start or should I?
I think you should start because,
Okay. So how to get a girl in 10 days. I think for me, the very first thing is, it sounds so like cliche and like millennial of me, really, which like I'm going to hate myself for saying this, but it really, I want someone who's like kind of like personable. And like, which means they're confident in their own skin.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Very,
Like that to me, when I see someone just like having fun being themselves, I'm like, I want to go talk to that person. Girl or guy, honestly. Like when I see girls just I'm like, what's your name? Like, let's
so like
kiki.
confident?
Confident, yeah, but not, because it's not cocky, because that comes off fake. Like, who are you trying to
But like that's
impress?
like arrogant. But like you can tell like confidence and arrogance. Like
Yeah.
I bet you can tell easily with men.
Yeah. Like, have you ever been around the presence of a man? And I'm like, you could just tell, he's silent.
Yeah.
You just tell the way he carries himself is confidence.
Yeah,
no?
it's like
No,
very
100%.
secure.
But you said they can't be overly confident.
Yeah.
But like they're just being themselves.
What do you mean
exactly.
overly confident?
Right, because she's gonna
Define overly confident.
Like they're trying to do it to like outshine another person. Like I don't explain. Like there's like
That's
different
like,
ways.
You're not confident then.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Yeah.
find yourself like
True. Yeah.
in competition. With
Have you
someone
been
else.
where it's like he was one way, and then when he gets around his friends, he like dogs his other friends? I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's
I
what
think
I'm
that's what you
saying.
mean.
Yeah.
It's like you're not actually.
You're trying to be like the coolest bro there, and it's like it's too
Yeah.
much.
You know
Like,
what's
let your other
worse
people
than
shine.
that
Yeah.
too? For me, it's like they're like nice to you or whatever, but when they're around their bros, then they change like against you, not against like their bros. Do you know what I mean? It's like they're friendly, like I like hanging out with you one on one, but when you're with your bros, it's
No, that's childish.
whatever.
Act like suave. Cool.
No.
Get out my face. I hate that.
No, absolutely not. I love how we're supposed to be on get and we're still on live. We just go straight there. Okay, what is one of your gets? It could be physical, it could be emotional, it could be mental, whatever.
Okay, physical.
Like that was a
Tell
top of
him,
my
Ella.
list. Go ahead, pop off.
I like creative, artistic, like can dress, very expressive on like who they are. Like you can tell who they are.
And just every
Okay.
aspect.
Like,
And that
Just
does
creative.
lead
Yeah.
into confidence, so I get that.
Exactly. I'm trying to like pick back on that.
Yeah.
That or I'm trying to do like non-physical, but I can't think of.
Well, creative's not physical. Like you
really?
just like people who are like creative, like in any
Yeah, I guess,
aspect. Like
yeah,
I said, like it could be an artist, like a musician, or like
Exactly.
I don't know what else is there. Anything in creative.
No, yeah. Anything
Yeah.
creative, yeah.
Yeah, either that or like friendly, Yeah, I'd say friendly. Or like a gentleman, not with just girls you like, but like girls in general.
No,
You're
okay,
very-
okay, because gentleman is different from like friendly. Let's just go over
yeah,
that.
okay.
You know what I
Let
mean?
me just start with gentleman.
You said I want the friendliest one in
No,
a
not
pack.
the friendly.
do you?
If you're friendly, no, but like a gentleman, I'd say.
Yeah.
But I know that sounds so corny, but I'm not are you guys seeing that nowadays? Like, I'm just like gentlemen who like, I've seen the other day, I held the door for like 3 grown ass men and not a thank you. I'm like, what world? And I'm just doing it out of like, I'm the first one there, so but I'm like, what is going on?
In and you can open your door. Thank you.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane what's happening. Look for his face.
I've been in that position too.
Because it's just a situation that like happened, right? I think you
No, I've been a doorman too. Don't worry.
Like, yeah, like it's insane.
Yeah.
But here's the crazy thing is like, it's not a thank you or like, okay, I got there first, so I'm gonna hold the door. But then I've been around where a guy's like, oh no, I got it. Like he came behind me, but he's like, and then I like crawl underneath his arm to like get in. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it was like, they just walked in. I was like, oh my God, I was doorman.
Crazy though.
And they tipped me. I'm joking. Literally, I was like, what is going on? That's insane. Yeah, bring back the gentlemen. And I'm sure they're out there. They're going to sound off in the I could already tell they're going to sound off in the comments.
Have you seen like on, okay, let me not bring up like the Jayla and Monet.
No, please.
Like, bring it up.
Yeah.
Doesn't it like, there's some that do it like in a performative way where it's like, you know, it's not them, period. Do you know what I mean?
For sure.
So it's like you're trying to tell which one.
Okay, how can you tell though? How can you tell though?
If they're doing it for like someone they're not interested in. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
a man who's a gentleman would open the door for any woman.
He's not doing it to just women, like he's with.
You know what I mean?
Just everyone.
Exactly. But if it's like just for their girl and you're just doing like opening the door for her and then slamming it when another girl's trying to get in, like it's just a little, you can tell when it's like performative.
Okay, so what if he's walking out of a grocery store and like he sees a woman like struggling, whatever, to open her, or not just even struggling, like he just opens the door for her, car door for her, and he keeps going.
Car door.
That's a green flag for me.
But wait,
really?
Mm-hmm. Where's the car? He went to the parking lot?
Like he just passing by her and he
that's
he opened her car door and he's like, go ahead, ma'am. He closed it for her and like, but like that's your man. And he just kept walking.
That's a green flag for me.
But closing it, she said
that's fine.
Opening it is fine. Closing it, just open the door and just walk away.
Well, then what? He has to close it.
But that's what I'm saying is that I want you to be because there's a difference between like just being a gentleman and then I've met like not like some of my girlfriends who used to date certain guys where they were just like, it was performative. It was like grabbing drinks for everybody and being that guy and then like making sure everyone's comfortable, and it was like you know what I mean? Because I just think as women there are just certain things that are supposed to be, I think, that are supposed to be just for you and that partner.
I agree.
Like for example, okay, let's say you know how like when we're at our mahabbas or like family, whatever, there's usually a room dedicated to like all of our coats, right? And then like we're all gonna leave together, so he grabs all of our coats. But then like he comes to me and he helps me put my coat on, like, you know, like holds it. That's specifically for me.
I mean, if you're walking around dressing everyone,
that's what I'm saying. It's like performative. It's performative. But like, let him grab your coat and your coat and be like, here. But then he comes to me and puts on my coat. Exactly. But that's what I mean. Like, okay, so kind of everyone, like you're already in the coat room, grab it and give it to everyone. But yeah.
So question too, if he's out and let's say one of another woman is cold, can he just lend her his jacket? I mean, it's cold outside.
I would. I think that's a green flag.
That's not a green flag. I'm sorry. What?
Really? Yeah. No, let's talk this.
Are you cold? Like, let's say like you didn't have your shit.
No, let's say you're not there.
It's crazy.
No, I'm saying you're not there.
No, no.
Can you elaborate? Like, what makes it bad or good?
See, you're being a producer hat right now, and I like this. I like this.
She's putting me on the spot. I feel like
no, say it with your chest.
She's gonna go with his coat after that.
No. Like, just for the time being, like you could wear my coat.
I don't know. I just don't. That's not a.
I think it's a green flag.
Really? Can you elaborate?
Like
why?
Bible. Yeah, because again, I don't want it to be performative, and it's usually performative when it's around the main girl that he wants to impress.
I guess.
But like, take care of whoever. It's just like it's just they're gonna be trust. Now, the only thing I probably would be like, is how is she gonna take it?
Exactly.
Like, are you inviting some type of energy into our relationship? But I would hope that he would.
But it would be though. Imagine if a guy, like, let's say you're going out, blah blah blah,
yeah,
and you're cold, and a man gives you his jacket. Obviously, you're gonna think, oh, he kind of likes me, or he da da da, because that's usually what guys do for their girl. Do you know what I mean?
For sure.
Especially like when I'm not there, then I'm like, why are you giving out your coat?
But what if she's cold?
Also, Mila, keep in mind, what if there's like 5 of the guys there and he's the only one like? Exactly. Then he could be the nicest one.
But that's what I'm saying.
He's just the nicest
that's
one.
That's a green flag to me. He's the most nicest
He's
one.
He's a nice guy,
But guys,
Hermella.
do we want a gentleman or not? See, this is why.
But
like,
this is just like, I'm sorry, like this would rarely like happen.
she's like unacceptable.
I'm
It's not
sorry, I
happening.
can't
No,
do the
and
coat.
sit on it. Yeah,
Everything
that's
else,
you.
maybe,
Yeah,
but
we
not the
said it in the beginning of the episode. Our niggas don't overlap, and I
They
love
don't.
it.
I love it. But yeah.
Yeah, like, but I'm thinking like in a scenario of like you're cold. Yeah, give it to her, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say if I'm there and he gives it to her and I'm also cold, I mean that's
But
kind
like,
of
let's say
insane.
you have your coat on.
Exactly.
And she's freezing. Like, let's say, like, I'm warm, I have my coat on, we're waiting for our Uber, she's freezing. I'd rather him give her his coat when I'm there than when I'm not.
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
when I'm not, then it gives a different.
Okay,
like,
let me put
there's
it in
a
this
difference.
context.
Yeah.
Let me give it this context. Does the girl matter? Let me say this. We all get close, right? We're going to be at each other's weddings,
Yeah.
right? We're out with your man without you there.
Mm-hmm.
Miriam's cold.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Exactly.
friends.
But
It's
that's
the
my
girl
friend,
that.
But
Thank you. That's what I'm
but if it's a
saying.
stranger,
But we're not talking about friends though, Mila. We're talking about like.
a stranger.
She goes to the extreme. She's like, it's just a random.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking too, though.
When it's my friend, like, there's just no way, like, I'm even gonna worry about it because I know
Exactly.
my
Yeah.
friends.
And I'm like, oh my God,
and
take
I'm
care
hoping
of
for
my
my
man.
man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
And you'd
yeah,
want
yeah.
your man to like be helpful to your friends too, you know?
Exactly. I want my man to be friends with my friends. You know what I mean? Like, not
That's
like
how I'm seeing it. I'm not thinking about a random. person.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
See,
random.
in my head, it's a random girl. If it's Miriam, yeah, give her. A
Yeah,
call.
like
You
get
know
her
what I
home
mean?
safe, like all
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Because that's like, there's no like, I'm not gonna worry about Miriam or my man.
Yeah.
Like, that's, I'd hope not.
In the next episode.
Yeah. I'm not worried about Miriam. But no, I agree. We're talking about random
That's why.
people.
But if it's a random person,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
you know,
That's
she
still
would
a
never
little
translate it
strange.
like, oh, Hermella's man won't meet. No.
Yeah, just with the coat, too.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
it's a
yeah. That's
random
a little
girl,
No,
yeah,
but I know Hermel
She
though.
doesn't
If let's
know.
say if my man gave you his coat, you like this? You're gonna be posing
Look
me
at me. What's your nigga's coat?
Yeah, but that's a joke. Like,
That's
No,
a joke,
honestly,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Because she's gonna be fantasizing her in her wedding gown. She's like, remember that one TikTok
Oh my
that you
god.
sent? And then you missed that?
The delusion, but that's not with your man.
Yeah.
Okay, give me another guess.
Sorry.
What's another how can I get a girl in 10 days?
Yeah, what's another green flag?
You're very like, not even spiritual, religious. Like you and God are like this. That's how to get me
Like,
walking down
honestly,
the aisle
100%.
started with
to
that.
you.
Shame on me. I should have started with that.
You should have started with that.
I actually should have. No, but yeah, literally.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the
then-
biggest one.
I'm already ordering my wedding gown.
Yeah.
Walking down the aisle, music's playing. That's it.
See, there's a difference
Future
between,
cup.
we've talked about, there's a difference between like, sorry, it's like laughing because I said I was going to interject this time, but I'm like, there is a difference
Yeah.
between,
Every time. It's okay.
it's a difference between a man of God and you're a man of God.
Explain
know?
it.
Oh, for
Elaborate.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Elaborate, go
Like obviously he could be religious, spiritual, all that, but like that's not enough to like get you in. Obviously, like, you still have to have like discernment to know if like this is my person. If that makes sense. Because people can get confused with like, oh, he's a man of God, he prays and he does this and that, and oh, I'm set. But it's like that's not like enough. Like it's a
You
good
guys aren't
thing, but it's not
compatible
your
just personality-wise. and
exactly.
everything.
Yeah, personality and just you might not be a
Yeah.
match. That you
Yeah,
know.
see, but in this, I'm assuming like personality.
Personality's
and
there
everything
too,
were
yeah.
matching, and then you just happen to also be a man of God. Then that's just
True. Yeah. So that's just what's gonna happen there. So
I
that's
told
just-
you walking down the aisle. Play the
You said-
song right now.
No, but that is honestly that's how to get a girl in 10 days. At least the girls like us. I don't know.
Yeah. Not everybody's
Like
preference, but.
like have a north star because you're supposed to guide me. So who the
Yeah.
hell is guiding you? You know what I mean? Like on that part. That's a really good one. That's a really good one.
But you know how like, it's not about men of God, but like some of them are like, I don't want to say not performative, obviously. But
no,
like,
but
have
let's
you
talk
seen
about
the
it.
ones they're like very like, the men are like you're supposed to obey to me, blah 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 blah.
Oh my God.
Go to that kitchen. Like they're just so extreme to the point where it's like, I don't think
Okay,
Jesus said
okay.
that as
And
well.
me and Mary have talked about this a lot of times in my Bible study too. If you actually read the word, we don't have to get too deep into it.
Exactly.
What they have to do to get the submissive woman, like exactly, they just go into that, but it's like you have to die to me. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly,
And like Christ died for the
How
church,
Jesus-
Right.
right? So that's the part that we forget. And we just talked about this off camera where like when in my younger years when I didn't know any better, I was like, oh my God, I could never, like I was really, I would say like lost on the sauce really because, but then because I'm thinking about like seeing all these men on social media, I was like, I could never, like they're going out doing God, not being faithful, not being good to these women, whatever. And then you still want me to be submissive to that?
Exactly.
Absolutely not.
Just because you're a man.
Yeah.
Literally,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like,
Yeah. But I think we consider a man a godly man. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
that's a man. So if you're like not being honest, unfaithful, all that. How to lose a girl in 10 days.
That's number one.
Yeah.
Like literally, right?
Yeah. No, 100, you could have said it better. Yeah. Because like you said, you probably back in the day, you're. Sorry, I'm sorry now.
No, what?
No. Like I just like my brain was just like fumbled up.
Okay.
Like I was going. I was about to tell a story, but then I was like, I don't have a story.
No, but I was gonna say no. I think you were about to say like back in the day, yeah. Like because I didn't know any better, I would be like, no, I'm not gonna be a submissive woman or whatever the case is, and I would have to remember. I think Lady London. You guys know who Lady London is? She's like a up and coming rapper. She says like I would put my bottom dollar on the fact that if the man of your dreams came to you, treat you right, took care of you, provider, all the things, then you would be happy to just be submissive to him. But it's that trust and like, again, what's your North Star? Because if you're out doing God knows what.
You're not like saying like, that's it, I'm going to be submissive. Like just automatically, it's not even like, you're not even trying.
You fall into place. Like everything falls into place.
Exactly. You're just going to be like, okay, like you can lead. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's men that you just like, you would never, why would I like, especially with me, I think it's like also like for all of us, like there's something like with control. It takes a while for me to let go of control. Why would I just let it go for a man that I'm just like,
but it's because they're not leading appropriately though for you to even fall back.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't feel comfortable enough to fall back because they're not.
Because the word says blindly. For me to follow you blindly.
Blindly is insane. Yeah.
Like we've talked about this before, like a hypothetical of like you're at a party, right, with your friends. Like you're at a birthday party and your man just like walks. He wasn't invited. I mean, yes he was. He just walks in, he goes, Mila, let's go, like grab your person, let's go. Would you go?
If this is
your husband or your boyfriend, there's a difference.
Yeah, I guess there is.
If it's my husband, I'm going. If it's my boyfriend, why are you here? Like to begin with.
Okay, but boyfriend turned into husband, babe.
No, but also you know in God's
in marriage,
I'm a little confused.
For you to be my husband, because think about it, most of the guys you dated, you probably wouldn't have married them. Do you know what I mean? But if it's like my husband, I've already I already know you. At that point, I've already been submissive. And I'm like, okay, like I know the type of person you are. You probably have like my best intention at heart. But if it's my boyfriend of like, I don't know, whatever years, honestly, not even years.
Yeah. He's saying, Hermella, get your purse, let's go.
Like imagine I'm having fun with my friend on a birthday, I didn't even tell you where the place is. You found me and told me to get out.
Scenarios into the most, the craziest, like she just said, he pulled up and said, like, let's go.
No, you apologize.
Like, he found me out of nowhere, and he came 12 a.m. And he's like, girl.
She said, Loco's off. Why would you find me?
Off. You tracked me down.
No, truly.
I'm about to sing happy birthday, and you're
truly, I think boyfriend or husband, because you guys know me, like, I'm pretty much, like, kind of, like, I know how guys step to me and stuff like that, which is why I can be like, yeah, this is not for me. So even boyfriend, like a boyfriend different or husband is very, very different. I understand.
Like you're single. Think about it, you're single in God's eyes when you say boyfriend.
Taxes say single. For
yeah,
sure.
He's saying
absolutely.
not even tax say God says single.
Yeah, same.
There's no.
Yeah,
what,
no, that's real. That's real. Yeah, no, that's real. The word says that. The word says that. The word says that.
Yeah.
But if he can't, I'm thinking of we already have that trust. So if he pulls up for a reason, it's not just to like.
But he doesn't tell you the reason though. He's just saying, just come with me, Mila. Let's go.
Like you just have to blindly trust.
Like he's not telling you the reason why he's here. It's not. He's not telling you.
Again, that's the point of blindly, guys. That's the point of blindly.
But that's your boyfriend, not your husband.
I would go. I would step.
You wouldn't ask why. It depends on how I guess how deep you are in the relationship too.
Yeah, that's. Are we talking 2 months in, or are we talking 2 years in?
Yeah, like you're further in.
Yeah, I would go.
Like it's you're nearing like engagement.
Okay, then I might go. Yeah. Because if it's near
you need to give
then
her
I know
a specific
who
scenario.
Yeah, you have to give me specific because my answer.
Okay, like you said, you're deep into the relationship, but you're not married yet. But you're getting there.
But like I see him like as
yeah.
Then I guess I'll go.
Now here's another thing that we should talk about. Okay, here's another thing that we should talk about. Is okay, the scenario is that you're at a party with your girls or wherever, and your guy pulls up and says, "Let's go." Right? And the question we're asking is, are you going to pick up your bag and go with him and just follow him blindly, right? Another thing I would say is how he does it. That's another thing. You know what I mean? Like, like I know you could imagine it as like he just waltz in. He's like, Hermella, we got to go. And it's like, what's your tone?
And he's saying, grab your purse, grab your lip gloss, everything. Like,
yeah, like why did I just grab it?
Yeah, but if he comes in, like, introduce himself to everyone, like I see it in that way, Like, just not just abruptly comes.
See, she already like she made it.
Yeah,
so
it's
lovey-dovey.
yeah. He gave her a kiss.
I feel like
He said, "You ready to go, babe?"
And this is why I love me and you on this pod, because we're so opposite.
in
You
my
always
head-
go like, he just
in
yanked
my
you.
head, like, I'm gonna wish my friend
He
a happy
grabbed my
birthday.
hair. I'm getting yanked out. That's what
She said he said hi to everyone, bought everyone
That's
shots.
how I'm seeing it. But if he's coming out here crazy like
That's
that,
what-
Okay,
I
now
get him,
see,
like-
I think we're all on the different pages. I'm saying in the middle. He comes in, he said, "Hey, Hermella, Mila, like, gotta go." Hermella's saying she's getting yanked with her hair.
Yeah, in
You're
my
saying you
head,
got a
it's
kiss on
now.
the cheek. We got a kiss.
He said he got everyone shots.
he
said
carries
hi.
me out.
He
He
carries her
pays
out.
for the bill.
Yeah.
Girl, I'm leaving, but I don't know. Maybe it's like now we're all single, so it's not.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just like put your head.
No,
in
I was
that
telling her, and not to get vulnerable in this episode, but like I think I'm in the era of like you could tell in the last 6 months, biggest transfer. Like if you told me 6 months ago I would be talking like this, I'd be like, girl, what? I think it was just really walking in my faith and having conversations with some loved ones, but that I wasn't this like not romantic, but this like soft when it comes to like, because I have to remember it's for the man that God's gonna send me.
Yeah.
It's not for just like these Instagram guys or whatever the case is, like guys who are just like not acting right. Because here's the one thing between all of us: we're smart women.
Yeah.
And it's going to take a masculine, godly guy to handle all of us.
Exactly.
Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, truly, because I'm not out here like, I just don't have the time for it. I just really, really
Right.
don't. I just think it's so funny that we're so opposites. You just go one left, and
That's
both of them are
The
neither
thing
wrong or
is,
right. It's just
I
interesting.
think
to
it's
me.
Miriam's fault because the way she words things. Is
Oh,
so
she does this.
vague.
It's to trigger
like
you.
You know, we
it's
talked about this
always
at
to
church
trigger you.
yesterday.
It's to trigger you.
We
Always.
talked about this at church yesterday, and he was
please.
talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
creating your own story in your head.
Oh, this was actually a
And-
word. Yeah.
Are you calling me delusional? Is that,
No,
like
no,
a
no, no,
nice
no.
way of calling me?
No, he was just talking about how like day to day, like your day can get either ruined or made because you create your own narrative in your head. Like say if someone cuts you
Yeah.
off on the highway and it's like,
Yeah.
you could be like, oh, well, he was having a bad day. And then
Yeah,
you kind of
yeah.
give it more grace. But I'm only like tying it back to this case because you could see how both of you created your own story where Hermella just
By the way,
put.
neither one of them happened.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't give you, that's my point. I didn't give you. I didn't give you
Wait,
any
wait.
context. And Hermella said she got yanked out. And then you're saying you got kissed. And I was like,
because you said word for word, he comes in, tells you to go. Let's go.
yeah. And then, but I'm saying, do you see how both of you created your own story from that?
But okay, which one's easier? Like, which one's closer to imagine?
I think
My
Hermella's,
thing
yeah.
Or Mila's?
You-
Mila, she said, he said let's go, but after he bought everyone shots, said hi to everybody and hugged me and picked me up out and
Yeah.
just took me there. So hers took effort.
That's what I'm saying. I was just saying, like, Carmel, you're doing your two-step dance with Donna, and he literally said, he tapped you, and he was just like, just two-step dance, and she does her friends. And if he tapped her and he said, stop, like, let's just go. Grab your person, let's go.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It just sounds very abrupt.
No,
to
for
me.
sure. I get it. You're triggered. That's okay. And that's
But like I said, for a man who you, like, will blindly, like, trust and, like, will, like,
Yeah.
take you accordingly, you'll do it.
Exactly. I feel like when it comes to like the right man, I'm not like very like what's it called? You know, like
Close off.
not closed off. Yeah.
Okay, and to wrap up, before we take a break, to wrap up the how to get a guy or to get a girl in 10 days, then we'll do how to lose. I think truly, like, I think men have it kind of backwards. It's just my experience when it's like, if you just come at us with like with respect and consideration, you'd
Exactly.
be surprised that women would give you the world. Like, actually.
Yeah.
But
Ooh,
they
the
don't-
lustful. Like they always come it from it. Like
Talk
from
about
the
it.
Lust.
Talk about it.
Yes.
I've never even like the compliments they give. I feel like it's so easy for a guy to get a girl, especially in this generation, because we always talk about it on every platform. Like, give me flowers, give me this, do this. You know what I mean? Like we talk about our standards.
Yeah, we give them the blueprint.
Literally. So all you have to do is just study the girl that you want, and then you can just like, you know.
Okay, give me a
not-
word to how to get a guy in 10 days. Give me a word that's a compliment for you. That you'll be like, rather than like
compliment,
lustful,
like my
you are,
personality or
Has
I'm,
depth, yeah.
Huh?
Like a depth, like it had some depth to it.
Yeah,
like a
even
compliment.
when it's like superficial, instead of like you look pretty, you're bad, da da da. It's like, oh, I'm beautiful.
I was gonna
Da-da-da.
say
those are
that
two
makes
better,
my
yeah,
heart
yeah.
melt every time. When I get
Exactly.
you're beautiful,
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
it
better.
hits every time.
Instead, you're swiping out talking about you're bad. What do you want me to do with that?
Yeah.
Or it's like, you
what
know,
do you want me to do with that?
exactly. Or like superficial things like,
But see, in my dream world, looks aren't even a part of it at all. Like you hit it off before even mentioning that you both look good. You know?
I know what you're talking about.
You can touch on
elaborate
it,
a little
yeah,
bit?
yeah, yeah.
So what she's talking about is like, that's fine. Like, who wouldn't want a
course, yeah.
compliment? Let's
That's-
be real,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But she's saying that like, or what I interpreted that is like, have you ever like, he doesn't even mention how you look. You know you look good. Like, you know,
Yeah.
but he's on some like, whether it's like what the comedy place you're at or like the music or
Yeah.
just he can.
Yeah.
you could tell that he finds you beautiful, but he's not fazed by it. Does that make
Or
sense?
you can see that he finds you beautiful, but he's not saying it.
Exactly, but it's, you know why? Because it's only leading with action of like, oh, I'm gonna treat you accordingly, like intention with that, yeah. But you don't have to sit here and be like, you're so pretty with just words, like that means nothing.
Exactly.
You know, and also he's
that's
not
a
fazed by
really
beauty.
good
That
one.
means nothing. Beauty is
But it's
literally
like
just
when you click personality wise, but you can tell that you're attracted to me because I can see it like in your face. Or
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
That's
like,
a real good one, Miriam.
Why are y'all both blushing?
now imagine.
Y'all both blush on the couch. Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after these short messages. All right, guys, we are back. Now, we just did how to get a girl in 10 days. Now let's do how to lose a girl in 10 days. I feel like this list is longer.
Right, very long, actually.
Obvious reasons. Should we go to therapy? Okay. Should we? Who wants to go first?
Go ahead, Hermella.
Okay. How to lose a girl in 10 days? For me, like truly off the bat, like any type of disrespect. It is obvious. It's like so like cliche. Because then I need to respect you to take you seriously as a man, truly.
Yeah.
Either that or you're kind of in the friend zone, if I'm just honest. I respect my friends as well, but like to see you in that way.
Okay.
Because I think men want to be respected. I think women want to be adored. Like I want the guy to like soften around me.
One, yeah.
Be hard to the world
True.
because the world is ghetto nasty, but to me, you're soften around. Like you ever see someone where like, we have someone in our family, I'm not going to call them out, but like, he's like a provider, all these stuff, but then to the girl, he softens around her. We see
that's
all the
so
time.
cute.
Yeah.
It's the sweetest thing.
Yeah.
Like he's rah to everyone. Oh,
yeah.
not rah, but just like very masculine, decisive, all the things. But then when
Just
she's
being
like,
softer,
I want to do this, and he's like, okay, like it's
that's
just
so
the
cute.
cutest
Yeah,
thing, like
yeah.
princess,
Yeah.
Little princess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would say how to lose
Like
a girl in
that.
10 days, any disrespect. Anyway, by the way, on disrespect, I also mean like I've been around some men who like they use vulgar language around me, and I'm just like, not to be corny, but I'm like, but I'm a lady. You know what I mean? Like they get graphic, and I'm like, with my guy friends who we don't see each other in that way, I don't care. Like pop off, talk about whatever you want. It could get kind of graphic. Like use your imagination. But like around, like I know, like when a guy likes me or whatever, he like tames it down. Not to the point where with his friends he's wilding out because you mentioned that earlier, and that's not what. But you ever been around somewhere where I'm like, he says a certain like flagrant word or whatever, and you're just like. Like, you know what I mean?
Little
Like,
too
have some
much, yeah.
decorum.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. How to lose a guy in 10 days. What's one
How to
for
lose
you?
a guy in 10 days or lose a girl.
Girl,
in 10
sorry.
days.
Yeah. Girl. I know. It's just easier.
For me, it would be you just like, I guess it goes back to like leading and stuff.
Yeah.
If your homeboys have like a say, or if you have to ask for their
Ever.
approval,
I think this is her biggest thing.
nothing
yeah.
would piss me off. Like I don't know. I like when there's like a boundary.
Yeah.
Of like, do you know what I mean? Like
You have your own
say-
opinion. Like you don't have to listen to follow everybody else.
Let's say I'm saying, oh, let's go do, I don't know, sip and pay. And he's like, nah, the bros went and they didn't like it last time. Are you mental?
This might be the third time she's mentioned that.
Are y'all all
It's
dating?
real.
It's literally a group dating thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you feel like you're dating him and his friend group, absolutely not. I can't do that.
Like,
You will
the
lose
only thing he should consider is Christ.
100%.
Everyone else.
That's your only boy.
Ask God first, bro.
That
You
is
should be
his-
asking.
and he
Yeah.
would say, go, have fun
Yeah.
with your girl, right?
Oh,
Like
100%.
that- Yeah, that's a big one. That's
I
a big
can't.
one.
And
'Cause
very
it's-
like possessive.
But
too.
see, I think we kind of tied it together. That's a respect thing. Because then it's like, he doesn't respect himself. No offense, but he's to like consider your own thoughts. Like
Exactly.
So I'm sorry, your guy friends who are immature are going to lead you. Whose
priorities
leading
are
me
really
out of
not-
whack.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Out of
Also,
whack. Yeah.
Do you guys
possessive? I
have
said-
someone who has like I guess not even occupation. Do you have like a dream occupation that your man would have? Like what's something you look at and you're like,
I mean, I think it's obvious.
really?
What?
Entrepreneur.
Oh, really?
But like I mean, he leads people in his team. I would think
That is true. Yeah.
I'm not saying that's the only preferred thing. Like I don't know what God's gonna send me, but right?
For me, I don't think I have. That's a good one. But I feel like if he's like
making his own moves.
he's the best at what he does. That's it. Like if you're just because I can't really specify. I'm like I want you to be at this.
Yeah,
there's no
yeah, yeah.
boundary.
just being
It's not, but
the expert of something.
you're an expert. You're a
in
Yeah.
your field.
Yeah.
What do I always
We
tell you,
talked
Mary?
about that. Yeah.
The most attractive to me, it could be toilets. I do not care, but
Yeah.
you're the number. You
Exactly.
know your
Yeah.
ish.
exactly.
You know,
and
'cause
like
for me, one of the things like it could be you guys too. When you guys, when people talk about something that like excites them, you see like that sparkle in their eye, that warms my heart.
Yeah.
Like I don't know about
you don't want
pillows,
passion. Like when you're passionate about something, then that's like doing something you're passionate about.
No matter what it is.
No matter what it is. I don't think
really
I can just be like,
one.
you only have to be a lawyer from this college. Like I don't really care.
But see, the opposite of that, you're right. Like, okay, how to lose a girl in 10 days. Like, just be passionate about something. Like, I'm talking about your faith, your family. Like, be passionate about something. You're not, some guys, like, they just don't really, video games and, like, I'm like, what are you passionate about?
Okay, but 100%. What if he's, like, passionate about being a rapper? And this is, like, 10 years in, nothing happened. He's not,
look at Mila's face.
She said. So, okay, here's the thing.
Or he's an entrepreneur. He has his own clothing line. Nothing happened for 10 years, and he's still there. Like, he refused to get a job.
Okay, here's a couple things. If you told me this a year ago, I've been like, absolutely not. But I've told myself this before, where like it's gonna take some time. How long am I in the podcast game, right? If I'm getting a certain amount of views for 12 years, am I gonna stick with it? And that just comes like with my faith, because you never know when things are gonna break through. I really have to say that. I think younger me have been like, absolutely not, like not knowing any better. But I would have to say, if I see him grinding at it, where if I see like every couple days he like mixes in with it, then no. But if he's really at it, it's gonna have to bound to happen. But if there's talent there as well, I just have to say that. That's what I'm saying.
But if entrepreneurship is like that might be like, he might not be the best at it, but like he's trying, he's doing whatever, but it's just not working.
So I think those are what I call Delulu men.
Yeah.
No? At that point, it's like, okay, we need because here's the thing is, I'm seeking a provider, and like, not a realistic man, but like someone who's a provider. He's going to want to provide. So he's like, okay, that doesn't work out. Yeah. Pivot. Yeah. Men are the best at like rejection. They're built for it. And then pivot and do this next thing, and they figure it out. But if you're just like, I mean, come on. You know what I mean?
He's not pivoting.
Huh?
He's not
pivoting, girl.
Like, we're trying like pivot, and it's not working. Yeah. And again, he has to lead in that relationship. I can't be the one to like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. I can't do it. How about you guys? I could not. I mean, do you guys agree?
No way. I agree. You have to know what works best.
See, I agree, but at the same time, when I put myself in that, in his shoes, I guess, I'm not gonna give up. Like, if it's like my dream,
you're not gonna give up, but
I wouldn't.
But I'm saying, if you're not, your rent is not being paid, it's like, you know,
it's just the fact that he's not getting a second job to support himself.
That's what I'm saying. No one's saying
you're supporting yourself and then still following,
because that's his passion. At the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. No one's saying drop your passion. If he loves making music, make the music. But
it's just the fact that no job, I'm sticking to this.
Exactly. Yeah.
But if you're putting like, what is it called, like a hold on your house to continue,
that's what I'm saying.
You took out a second mortgage. Like, come on.
Imagine like,
you know what I mean?
100%. Yeah.
Because let's be real. Like all of us come from families of entrepreneurs. Like at one point, it didn't look like what it looked like now. Yeah. I'm glad they stuck with it. But like, I'm sure if it wasn't panning out and they weren't like excelling,
100%,
like, we have kids to pay for.
Literally, yeah.
That's so
like,
true,
come on, but I don't know why I think that's like a masculine energy, and I'm like, I just need him to be there.
I get what you mean, though. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get what you mean. Yeah.
Then what's like a deal breaker for you guys? Then, like, let's say take like occupation career out of it. Like, what's another deal breaker?
So let's be obvious.
That's
the face
still
thing.
lose. Yeah.
Let's take that out because that's obviously obvious. That's a deal breaker for me.
What do you mean?
Like, what's a deal breaker as far as like
other than this?
Yeah.
Or how to lose a girl.
When you're days. Not emotionally mature. Because emotional maturity with men is dangerous, like, because you know how like it just goes to aggression.
Okay. I actually want you to elaborate.
What do you want an emotional?
What do you mean?
Because a man who's emotionally mature,
emotional IQ,
huh?
Emotional IQ.
Not emotionally mature, like you know yourself, you know what triggers you, what Like, let's say I piss you off, you know to like either step away to cool off, blah blah blah. But men who don't know how to regulate their emotions, who don't know how to clock it,
is crazy.
It's gonna turn to aggression. Or
100%, yeah.
To like, even like guys who are like so overly possessive, I have to have you or I'm gonna die. It's because you don't know how to like. Yeah, they're very scary. So
cope with their feelings. Yeah,
they're very scary. She's like, watch out.
No, I'm so serious. So like, it has to be.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, and they like, it goes to like, even like they like you at first, right? And then after a while, let's say you're not responding, blah blah blah. It goes, stop playing with me. Da da da. I had to have you.
Stop playing with me.
It's just. Everything goes straight to aggression if they don't know how to like regulate their emotions, and that's a no-no.
I do think if they're quick, it actually goes back to
tempered.
The word. If they're quick to anger, I can't. I'm like
exactly.
Well, you know what I call it? I call it pop-offness.
Yeah, pop.
Here's the thing. I'm not gonna say who, but I know someone who like we could be in a club together. Someone like accidentally bumped. You're in the club. You're gonna get bumped and stuff. They're like, I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
you have to regulate your emotions.
Yeah.
People are going to annoy you. Like truly, for the most part, I'm very slow to anger. Like, it's probably a pride thing too, but like, you won't really see me outside my character unless you come from my family or something like that. But like, I just think that's kind of like,
but that's the biggest power you could hold though. Be like holding your emotions, like your anger